Hi there, Cancer. Welcome to your mid-October 2000, I almost said 2015 for some bizarre reason. 2023 General Tarot Update. It's Rena here. There's your card. The first one I picked. Uh-oh. I was going, uh-oh. Pick an additional card because that's a kind of a indecisive card. Okay. The top one here. Okay. Just show you what that card is. All right. The heart of the matter is the Six of Cups. This is a card that's connected to Cancer. It's a card of nostalgia. So the past, that's something that you specialize in. Children. So maybe if you have adult children, you've been visiting with them or you want to. This is a card of the good old days. So anything that has a connection to what has come before is connected to this card, but also that feeling that you had. So you might, something may have come up for you recently where you were thinking about your life and you said, wow, things were so much simpler when I was young and I would really love to have an uncomplicated life. Well, you can. You can do that. I mean, you would have to take some steps to get there, but you could do it if you wanted to. Maybe your life is way too complicated for you and you want it to get simpler, easier to manage. Also, it's funny because I was thinking about I sometimes read comments on YouTube, especially under music videos, because people are kind of getting in a sentimental mood and they'll listen to old songs, maybe from their high school days or whatever. And I read so many comments where people are saying, oh, I wish I could go back to whatever decade they're from and it was so much better. And I think to myself, wow, I can understand being nostalgic, but to be that unhappy with your current circumstances really says a lot about the person's state of consciousness, because there's like that idealized version of the past, which may have been true to some degree, but hopefully life keeps improving. You keep growing. That's the whole point, is that you're growing. And if you actually want to go back to those times, then you have to take that consciousness that you had back then with you. You can't, it doesn't work that way. So something maybe you've even, this is a soulmate card. So it could be somebody that you've met, or if it's somebody that you already were with at one time that you're kind of seeing as your soulmate, there's that possibility. In the past position, we had the Queen of Pentacles. So also another thing about the Six of Cups is it can be like the thing that you always wanted to do from the time you were young. And the Queen of Pentacles can be like, okay, maybe you've achieved some of your financial goals and now you can, it's almost like resting on your laurels. The home, enjoying your home and enjoying the fruits of your labor. That's that feminine receptive energy. Not the going out and just conquering the world type of energy, which is, what earning money and having ambition is more of a masculine thing, I would say, overall. The higher message is the Seven of Swords. So there is this sort of card of, sometimes this can be theft, or like, for instance, if you are someone who has been spending time with family in your home, and you find out, if you've been like a career person, you're coming back into the home and you find out that somebody has a drug addiction, or that your spouse is cheating on you because you were distracted, and now that you're spending more time at home, you have to face that music. That's one thing. But I think with this card is that there may be a need for you to strategize something on your own. That's another possibility with the Seven of Swords, or to extricate yourself from a situation. So let's say you recently, maybe during the Venus retrograde over the summer, got back in touch with, there was a high school reunion with someone that was a love from your past. And you really feel that this is your soulmate, but you're married. How do you navigate that situation? Well, the Seven of Swords is that you're very cunning about it. That meaning, I don't mean being deceptive at all, but you don't necessarily, depending on circumstances, if you're in a situation where you don't want to hurt anyone and have a lot of drama, then you kind of think, okay, I'm going to do this in a way that is, the least negatively impacting the family. That's another possibility. Or, like if you're quitting your job or something, that you're doing so in a way that you're not like, and when I say quitting your job, I would say a lot of times it would be because maybe you want to do something with the Six of Cups that you've always wanted to do. But if you just came out and said it to your boss, they might feel like you're leaving them high and dry. And so you are like, okay, how can I get out of the situation without, creating a lot of fuss? What crosses you is the Sun card. This is, even when it's in a challenging position, the Sun card is so positive. All it means, I would say, is that some of those themes of the Sun, like love, joy, success, abundance, they might be blocked partially. And I think that timing might be an issue as well. You're going to have a full moon, Cancer, at the end of this year, right after Christmas. So that might be a time that really seals the deal of any like endings in your life, any changes. Because right now you may be going through a lot, like for instance, the solar eclipse, which is occurring in mid-October. So this reading is like for this period of time up until that point. On the 14th, that's going to be in Libra, and that's your fourth house of home and family. So you may get a big shakeup in that area of life. You rule that area of life. So this could all be connected to that in some way. Of course, this is a general reading, but it's kind of interesting to see the synchronicities with astrology, for instance. So what's coming in is the Emperor. Note that the Emperor is number 4. It's actually the 5th card in the Major Arcana, but numbered 4. And this is this card is supposed to be connected to Aries, and I connect it with Capricorn. Both of those are cardinal signs, kind of take charge. This is, the Emperor is about, when it comes to yourself, is about feeling like you have some sort of control over your life, some kind of game plan, organization. Maybe it's about weeding out some of the things that are not really what you feel good about in your life, and kind of just organizing your life, not allowing yourself to be in a state of confusion. In terms of another person, it might be that you have to confront an authority figure. And that's why I was saying with the Seven of Swords, you might feel like it's easier just to kind of duck through the back door, but you might have to confront that person head on, whether it's a boss, a partner, and maybe that partner is someone who has been a good provider. I think with the Queen of Pentacles, you may have been provided a beautiful home and kind of secure. Pentacles is the earth element, and you're compatible with the earth element. But the Six of Cups, that's the emotional side. And maybe that was what you were missing if this is some kind of change in relationship. But ultimately, it comes back to yourself, whatever it is, whether it's a job change or something connected to your daily life, your relationship, that you have to, be clear-headed about what it is that you want to pursue. And if you're too disorganized, and that could simply be because you're kind of indecisive about it and you don't really want to make a decision now. Nobody's saying you have to change your life overnight, but by the same token, there may be some things that have to be decided. That's why I did not end on this card, because the outcome is the Two of Pentacles, and this is a card you might be debating some kind of job offers that you get. And this could also be about one of those job offers could be overseas, and that could, for some Cancer people, they may be like, oh, wow, that's far away. I don't know if I want to go so far away, even though it might be a very good boost to your career, but you might be a little bit hesitant. And then a card of clarification, we have the King of Swords. So this is a very detached energy, which can mean that if you feel emotional, like Cancers typically do, that you have to take your emotions out of the equation and just apply logic to the situation. So, the Six of Cups is like pure emotion, because it's all about the past, and that makes us always feel very kind of bittersweet feelings, because we know that the past can't be repeated. Nothing, even if you try to go back to how it used to be, there would always be changes in your life. And some people are very, that makes them sad, because they really want life to be a certain way. However, there may be some wonderful adventures ahead of you, and this is what you have to focus on more. And I think, I wouldn't be surprised if some of this has to do with Pluto having been back in Capricorn. Pluto's going direct on the 10th of October. But it'll still be in Capricorn for a while. And that's your opposite sign. So, with relationship issues, some of that can flare up again. So you have to be kind of staying above the fray, which means not getting caught up emotionally in these things. All right, that's what I have for you, Cancer. I hope that this resonated. If you would like a private reading, the link is below. Take care. Bye.